Okay.
I lift up the mystery box and I'm seeing some dried legumes and a couple vegetables.
Oh my gosh. I see seeds, some tofu. I have no idea. What are we doing?
Not the ingredients that you normally would think of when you think comfort food.
Tonight, you'll be creating a comfort food dish using only plant-based products.
It used to be that the vegetarian option was simply whole the meat. But we've come a long way with plant-based proteins like tempeh, seitan, and beans.
I am completely unfamiliar with everything under this mystery box. Facing a plant-based challenge, I have to stretch myself beyond 100%. I want to show not just the judges, but the other cooks that I'm someone to be reckoned with.
Where's TVP?
Up top.
What else? I'm trying to find something that can replicate pork in the pantry. Texture is key when it comes to cooking plant-based foods. I do see this thing called textured vegetable protein. I've heard of it before, and I know it acts as meat after you rehydrate it. So I'm gonna go for it and take a risk and try this without having used it before.
I need some basil too.
The talent in this kitchen is so fierce. You just gotta cook your heart out.
I get so heavy.
I am very excited about this challenge.
Plant-based cooking has come such a long way that there's really no compromise when it comes to creating great comfort food dishes using those plant-based elements.
Today I'm making peaches and cream. It's ultimate comfort. I feel like people think I can't cook sweet, but I can. I want to show up to these guys that I'm a little bit of a threat. I think because I wasn't a runner-up in my season that a lot of people here underestimate me. I want to prove to the judges that I'm a competitor. And I want to prove that I can do sweet as well as savory. So I'm gonna flambe the peaches with brandy, and I'm gonna do a chai spice vegan creme anglaise. Taking this risk is scary. If I can't execute properly, there's a great chance that I will go home.
When I hear comfort food, my mind immediately goes to desserts. Today I'm doing a play on a Chinese dessert, which is a tofu pudding. I'm making my own take on it by doing a panna cotta to make it a little bit more elevated, and I'll be adding some other components to it as well.
Plant-based cuisine really creates an opportunity for home cooks to show how innovative they can be, but it hasn't been explored to its full potential yet.
It is relatively new, I think, to certainly North American culture, whereas there are other cultures in the world. It has been the way of life and staple for years.
In Hong Kong, we've been eating vegetarian cuisine for a long, long time. It's a lot of religion that requires meat not to be eaten. But what I'm really excited is what our group can do. You have a mosaic of nationality. I want to see what kind of comfort food dish that they'll be doing.
I'm making an elevated Jamaican chorizo patty in a more sophisticated way.
When I think of comfort food, I think about snacks. So this is kind of a nod to what me and my wife always eat. Today I have to be very innovative. Usually patties are with beef or chicken or goat, but I'm gonna have a chorizo filling. And I'm making it with textured vegetable protein, chickpeas, and hemp seed.
I don't eat vegan food too much, so hopefully I can pull this one off.
I'm going with Middle Eastern comfort food. I'm making a kafta with TVP and falafel.
It's food I love to eat, sitting on a park bench with my partner. It gives me comfort. So with this challenge, I have to work really hard. I really want to show the judges something special. The element that I'm really worried about is the kafta. I've never tried to make a beef replacement before. And that's the one where I feel like I'm stretching myself the most. Oh, shit. I put my TVP kafta on the grill, and it starts to fall apart. Obviously, I'm freaking out.
Hey, Marissa, how's it going? What is happening here? What is happening here?
So I've made a kafta.
I just want to try this. I'm curious.
It's a little bit loose. I don't have the same texture as a ground beef, but I added beets in to give it some depth.
Did you cook the beets?
They're raw beets. I'm hoping the grill will soften them up.
I am concerned about this. Give you a little bit of advice. Crank your heat up on this thing.
I hear you, Chef. I hear you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
This dish is not going to send me home because I need to work out a plan B.
It
It's taking me forever to grate these carrots. I am making a carrot cake spice dumpling with vegan creme anglaise. This is what I do for a living, so this is the time that I can showcase my skills. I obviously make dumplings all the time for restaurants, retail. I've also been starting to teach a lot of classes as well, and I'm always pushing the boundaries. That's what I'm really good at. So I haven't made a dumpling dish yet, and I just really want to pump one out.
Back in the day, Mom used to make a lot of this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna try and do a little homage to Mom with a meat pie that has no meat. Should be interesting. It's difficult for me making a plant-based meat filling. I'm trying to spice it correctly and trying to make it MasterChef Canada kitchen worthy. I'm also making different condiments. Cashew cream tzatziki, a cross between a gremolata and a Greek salad, almond cheese, and toasted pumpkin seeds. It's obviously outside of my comfort zone.
Hey,
Hi, Chef.
what are you making?
A Mediterranean-style meat pie.
I like that already, meat. So what are you gonna do about the meat?
I've got some TVP, sauteed mushrooms, some lentil to give it a little bite, and I'm gonna bake it in a skillet underneath pastry dough.
Now, Barry, you're a meat guy.
Yeah.
Is this a challenge for you? What do you think?
I would certainly rather be putting a nice cut of beef in here. This is a bit of a new thing for me.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef. Mom used to make this amazing deep dish apple pie. And as a tribute to her, I will put the same design in the top of the pie that she used to put on hers. Okay, in we go. My only concern is the pie going to be cooked?
I'm doing a lot of components today. I'm going to be doing 5 different components. So I really got to get serious and get my game face on if I want to win today. I have won nothing so far, so winning today means everything. I'm really confident in my abilities, so I'm not going to be playing it safe when it comes to dessert. There are little tricks that you can use, especially in modern pastry, that can make a product that's seemingly not vegan into a vegan product. Traditionally, I use agar-agar to make a vegan panna cotta. However, agar-agar can give you a very crispy, almost brittle gel, so I want to soften it a little bit. So today I'm actually using 2 seaweed-based gels. By combining them together, you can get a panna cotta that has a better mouthfeel than just using all agar.
You know, I like the ambition, but I'm not so sure that the panna cotta is going to set in time. He doesn't have much time left.
May, surprisingly, is also making dessert. She's making dumplings, and in that dumpling is going to be a carrot cake.
I like that. So a carrot cake dumpling. That's a beautiful idea, actually. So it'll be interesting to see how she can mimic cream cheese with vegetables.
As a cream cheese alternative, she's using tofu and beans.
And beans?
Yes, tofu and white beans.
Gotta make sure my dough is perfect.
The main challenges I'm facing with this dish is getting the right texture of pastry dough. Because it's still warm,
Oh my God.
it's kind of sticking. If I don't get this dough right, my whole entire dish is completely ruined.
Andre seemed to be a little bit frazzled. He's a little bit behind. I'm a little bit concerned. Will that pastry bake in time? Will it deliver that very flaky dough that we come to expect from a Jamaican patty?
With panna cotta, it's always a risk because you might not have enough time to get it to set. Let's see how it is. Traditionally, using these 2 seaweed gums requires at least 2 to 3 hours of wait time. I'm hoping that by increasing the concentration, it's gonna set faster. If the panna cotta isn't set, I'm not gonna have anything to plate and present to the judges. Come on, work for me. Come on. My panna cotta is not set, and there's only 5 minutes left. My original plating would have been this beautiful panna cotta that's shaped like a rectangle, but now I'm stuck with plating in a bowl. It's not the ideal plating I wanted, but it's better than not having one.
I hope the judges see I accomplished what I set out to accomplish. But there's always that question, have I done enough? I made Mediterranean plant-based deep dish pie. I have a cashew cream tzatziki, sherry vinegar marinated red and yellow peppered zucchini and onion, pumpkin seeds, and almond and cumin cheese.
All right. The pastry is a little pale. You can enhance coloring by adding just a little bit of guava and nut milk. It replaces the egg wash. The pastry is super light and flaky. The savory filling beneath the crust It is a little on the dry side.
That's what I was worried about.
Typically, when I see a dish that has a lot of ramekins on it, it tells me that the chef is struggling with the concept a little bit. They haven't fully figured it out. Unfortunately, for me, it's very bland. And you can't rely on the condiments. You know, Barry, you gotta push yourself a lot more. There's never been a more fierce competition in this kitchen.
Yeah.
Andrew, head on up to the podium.
The last time I cooked a sweet in the MasterChef Canada kitchen, I was eliminated. Of course I'm nervous. Today, I prepared for you peaches and cream. All plant-based. I made a short crust and pistachio praline, chai spice creme anglaise with silken tofu and soy milk.
Andrew, I love the look of this. Not only does it look like a restaurant quality dish, it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish.
Good for you.
And you're no pastry chef, right?
Not at all.
Wow, look at that. You've made an error in judgment. You don't think you're a great pastry chef. And you are.
Thank you.
This is the best peaches and cream I've ever tasted. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Andrew, I guess you're feeling pretty good now.
I was worried for a second there, but yes.
Question is, does it live up to the hype? It exceeds it.
Thank you.
I love the flavors, the freshness of those peaches, and the lemon I saw you put in really accentuates the flavor of those fruits. And your crème anglaise, light and creamy and yet warming. It really is a lovely, lovely little dessert.
Yes.
You knocked it out of the park. Well done, Andrew.
Thank you.
Good job, Andrew.
Awesome work, buddy.
Amazing.
I feel so proud. Hearing the judges say that it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish, it's the highest praise. It's the highest praise.
Plant-based cuisine is not simple to master. But you would know that based on the dishes we tasted tonight.
There was one dish that wasn't just a good vegan dessert, but it was a knockout dessert, period. The cook who made that heavenly treat was Andrew.
Ooh. Good job, Andrew. Nice job.
Great work, buddy. Well done. I won! I took a huge risk today, and it feels very good to win my first challenge this season.
Are you ready to find out what's under your first mystery box?
Yes, chef!
On a count of 3, lift those boxes. 1, 2, 3, lift!
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I've never cooked with coffee before.
All right. With a small infant daughter, I have a very intimate relationship with coffee. My mind is racing to figure out, what am I gonna do?
For this first mystery box, you're gonna have to think outside the mug. I want you to look under that hill of beans to find out how you have to prepare your dish.
Oh my God.
This says savory, and my heart sinks and drops. The recipes that were going through my mind were only dessert recipes.
I'm so happy I don't see the word savory. Personally, I wouldn't want coffee in savory food.
As you can see, half of you will be going sweet, while the rest of you will be going savory.
Cornstarch. Anyone see cornstarch?
Jonathan?
Yeah?
Are these ghost peppers?
No, habaneros.
Okay.
It's a mystery box. Nobody's going home, but I want the advantage because I want the other home cooks to know what they're dealing with. There's nothing like winning the first challenge, and I'm gonna pull it off.
It would be pretty cool to get the advantage. Just win the first mystery box.
The judges told me that I'm confident. I want to show them that there's some truth to that. I'm making a coffee-crusted steak with smoked artichokes and a creamy coffee celeriac puree. This is my first chance to make a huge impression with the judges, and the only way I can do that is if they're tasting my food. Oh, yeah.
Michael G, so you got savory.
I did.
So what are you working on? Tell me.
I'm making a smoked coffee vinaigrette, and I have a coffee-encrusted steak pairing up with a smoked cream.
Any concerns that you might have too much coffee overpowering your dish?
I'm just trying to show coffee in a variety of ways and elevate this.
Taste as you go. Hope it all comes together, and good luck.
Cheers, thank you. The judges are for sure going to notice me today. They're going to be watching me work in this kitchen like I'm a chef.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes for your coffee dish.
The kitchen is teeming with energy, very intense.
Let's get all of this stuff in there.
Michael V is making ice cream. There's less than 30 minutes.
Risky move, but we'll see. Miracles do happen in this kitchen.
Shoot. Michael G has a few problems. Not looking good.
I need to get this thicker. My puree is thin, and I'm running out of time. It's not thickening up. The flavors aren't there. I'm definitely aiming to get that invention. That's 100% my goal. This has to get thick. If not, could be in trouble.
Hi there, Becky. So you got sweet. So what are you cooking?
I'm gonna do a dark chocolate and coffee eclair.
And you're gonna be making a choux pastry?
Yeah,
That's a tricky one to make.
Yeah, I didn't use a recipe, so it might not work.
You didn't use a recipe?
I know what it looks like, so hopefully it will work.
Fingers crossed it all goes smoothly. Keep an eye on the clock.
I make choux pastry quite a lot at home. I mean, I find it pretty easy, but some people have a really hard time. I know what I'm doing, I'm not stressed, so.
10 more minutes. Great coffee dish.
Oh, God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Now it's just a matter of putting it all together.
Becky, it looks like she's done finished. She is unflappable.
It seems like nothing rattles Becky. She's always in the zone.
Becky might have enough time to actually make herself a cup of coffee.
Not quite.
That ice cream is still not set.
This ice cream needs to speed up.
Oh man, this is cutting it close.
Oh, yeah, baby, that's good.
Oh my God, my plating looks awful.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Amazing job.
I mean, the first challenge, and I'm going up, and the judges are going to taste my food. Like, what? I've got a coffee-crusted steak, pureed celeriac coffee, and a little condensed milk.
Kagan, how do you think you made out?
I think it's one of the nicer plates I've ever plated.
Well, so do we. That's why you're here. What cook were you going for here?
I was going for a medium rare. This is a little closer to medium, I think, but I believe it's going to be a nice cook.
Let's see if you hit the target. That's beautiful. This makes me really happy.
This makes me really happy.
More importantly, though, how does it taste? Those flavors work so well together. The smoked Jerusalem artichoke, the seasoning on the beef. Competition has begun.
Keegan, the dry rub. Tell me what's in there.
You've got coffee, we've got star anise, and we've got fennel.
Let me try that. What I'm seeing here is genius. I mean, you have quite a invasive spice on the steak, but you know something? That puree with the condensed milk neutralize it. I would be very proud of that being your first mystery box.
I feel like the happiest person alive. Chef Alvin called me a genius. Only my mom does that.
Don't really get excited about things, but I'm shaking on the inside. It's coffee and dark chocolate eclairs.
The recipe you used was right off the top of your head.
Yeah.
For a classic choux pastry, something that pastry chefs work relentlessly at to perfect for years.
Yeah, I just did it by eye.
That's pretty impressive, I would say. Let's take one of these, open it up, and see how it looks from the inside. Look at that. Pretty full in there. The pastry cream is incredibly soft. And you have a good balance of coffee in there, and that dark, bitter chocolate works really, really well with it. I think you could have cooked the choux pastry buns a little longer,
yeah,
but it is very good. Which is why I had to have a second bite.
Let's taste. Watch out behind you. Incredible. The coffee flavor just pops. The pastry cream is beautiful, smooth, and velvety. It really is incredible.
Thank you.
The third and final dish that we like to taste was made by a home cook who impressed us with a perfectly composed plate. That dish was made by Michael G.
I can't believe that I'm walking up. I'm goosebumps, my heart is racing. I'm actually on the verge of crying.
Today I've made for you a coffee-encrusted spiced sirloin steak with a yam puree.
We're fellow mathematicians. I must say, this equates to a very, very nice looking plate.
Thank you very much.
The steak is perfectly done.
Thank you.
The puree, very, very rich, but you cut into that richness with the pomegranate. It all adds up.
Thank you, Chef.
Great cook on the steak, seasoned well. It's so easy to overcook it, and you were able to cook it, get a good caramelization to it, introduce that coffee flavor, but still have it moist and tender. Not easy. Simple bean salad, lovely little vinaigrette, maybe just a little sweet. Having said that, a lot of great elements came together on this plate.
Thank you, Chef.
I hope it's not beginner's luck.
Thank you.
This is amazing. To hear these judges and what they've said to me, that's a huge, huge honor.
All three of you impressed us with your unique take on coffee.
But only one home cook left us wanting a refill.
That home cook is Kagan.
They loved my food. I feel like the happiest person alive.
You are now the home cook to beat in this competition.
Amazing.
And you earn a major advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge. On a count of 3, lift your boxes. 1, 2, 3, lift!
It's me. I'm looking at a picture of me as a teenager. That's you. I've never looked better.
Oh my God. That's me. And look, it's a chicken strip inside of bread. And that's literally it.
Oh, what the heck? I don't even recognize myself. That was before I had kids.
I'm looking at 18-year-old Josh Miller, high school football team, the Frosted Tips. Wow. Whew. I wish I could go back in time about that one.
We want you to use that photo as a time machine to take you back to the food that inspired you.
Make us a favorite dish from your teenage years, but elevate it to the standard that we've come to expect in the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
And in case you're having a hard time remembering the good old days, we found the ideal source of inspiration to help you connect with your inner teenager.
What is it? It's Becky!
This is Season 5 reigning champion, Becky Stables, MasterChef Canada's most famous teenager.
Becky's like my hero. She's half my age, and I want to be her when I grow up, basically.
I need cheese.
The protein. If teenage Josh ran into this pantry right now, he's probably grabbing all the meat in the fridge. But I need to show the judges that I'm not just somebody that can cook proteins. Sugar.
I need just plain sugar.
As a teenager, I did a lot of baking, so I am making a Portuguese dessert. It's called farofias.
Oh, vanilla.
My teenage years are definitely a little bit rough. I was bullied a lot, but I've always loved being in the kitchen. It's my safe place, and I feel confident there.
Oh, look, baby Roisin.
So this challenge is like a time capsule. They're gonna get re-inspired by those dishes that ignited their passion for food.
Just keep stirring. Brown, 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 brown. As a kid, I loved eating bagels and cream cheese. It was something I ate almost every day. So here I'm doing deconstructed lox and bagel with salmon tartare, a bagel tuile, and cream cheese. I need to show the judges that I'm able to execute my out-of-the-box ideas.
This time, I'm gonna finish on time in a composed manner, not like a crazy madman. That's the dream, right?
Hey, Josh.
Chef, how are you?
You know Becky, Josh.
I do. I saw her last year. Congratulations.
Thank you. You're working really clean, which is good, because when your station's in a mess, it's like your mind's in a mess.
That's very true. Thank you.
Tell us what you're doing.
I'm gonna do my take on my Bubba's chocolate cake. We used to eat that stuff all the time growing up. I'm gonna put some ancho chili peppers in there just to give it a little bite. And I'm also gonna make some sponge toffee and a Saskatoon berry gel.
This is the first time you've ever made something sweet in the MasterChef Canada kitchen. And it's for your grandmother, right?
Yeah, it definitely is.
I hope you do justice for her.
Gonna definitely make her proud.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thanks, Becky. I'm taking a huge risk making this cake. I don't bake a whole lot, but I need to show the judges that I can do everything.
20 minutes! You only have 20 minutes left.
Yikes. An hour just flies by way too fast.
Oh, no! Crap.
Now I have to restart my vegetables.
I do not have time for this.
They're all falling behind right now.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm warm sweat.
I am moving lightning fast with 20 minutes left, and my wheels take almost exactly 20 minutes.
Still too much. Wow, this batter's thick.
This has to get done for the dish to even have a chance.
Gotta crank it up.
Slow down. Slow it down. There we go. I got a million things going on in my head, and then I realized I forgot my gel in the blast chiller. I gotta go get my stuff. Oh, no. It's frozen solid. Come on. I really needed this gel to elevate the cake. It's a disaster. Now I gotta go to plan B. I add liquid to it, and I turn it into a coulis instead. I really hope this works out for me. Okay, that's good.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left! A blast from the past. We won it in 5 minutes. There is less than 5 minutes to go, and Rogine's trio is still in the oven.
I just need to shape them, and hopefully it works out, but it's gonna be a last-second thing, I think.
Kind of a little fluster, just coming down to the wire, trying to make sure everything's good to go. I'm gonna crush it.
1 minute! You have 1 minute left!
Oh my God.
We're gonna do this on it. Come on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Incredible. Once again.
This is happening, and it feels awesome. I'm not walking up to the judges so much as just floating up on cloud 9. I'm really excited for them to try this dish. This is a modern beef stroganoff with beef tenderloin, creme fraiche, and mushroom ketchup.
I think the plating is genius, sheer genius. It is so eye-catching. It lays out clearly the ingredients on the plate. And you call this a mushroom ketchup?
Yes, yeah.
And what is in that mushroom ketchup?
I took some dehydrated morels as well as black fungus. I rehydrated them with beef stock as well as a bit of beer and soy sauce.
That is big, big mushroom flavor. You know, I think you have honored the stroganoff idea in a modern way, in a unpredictable way. You have a great culinary mind.
Thank you so much, Chef.
It tastes as good as it looks. It's really amazing. Great depth of flavor. The only misstep, though, the beef is a little bit undercooked, you can see.
Right.
It should have rested a little bit longer, or maybe seared a little bit longer.
Okay.
But other than that, it's really amazing what you did with an hour.
Thank you, Chef.
Delicious.
It's so incredibly exciting and moving when people really pick up what you're putting down. And I feel really proud of what I've put on the plate.
The second home cook took their plating to new heights. And that home cook is Rogine.
Good job, buddy.
I am so excited. Hearing my name, I am absolutely stunned.
I made a deconstructed lox and bagel with salmon tartare and 2 kinds of whipped cream cheese, 1 tomato and 1 scallion, and a bagel tuile.
I definitely get lox, cream cheese, and bagel. It's recognizable, but it's elevated. And this is what elevation is. See how it tastes. I like it. You cut the salmon very uniform. It gives it structure, and that is very wise. I think we're just starting to see you shine.
Thank you, Chef.
Great cracker, lovely creaminess to that cheese. Definitely get the tomato, the onion, the dill, the capers. I think the salmon could have done just with a touch more seasoning and just a little bit more acidity. Today, you took a quantum leap forward.
Thank you, Chef.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Walking away from the podium feels incredibly good because I feel like I'm finally finding my stride.
The final home cook we want to call up tempted us with a sweet memory. And that home cook is Josh. Please bring up your dish.
I am super excited. You know, this dish means so much to me. It's my whole family on a plate. So I'm hoping that I've made my Bubba proud. What I've made for you today is a Mexican chocolate cake with sponge toffee and a Saskatoon berry raspberry coulis.
I really love the plating. It looks like this cake just fell onto the plate. Well, let's taste it. It's like a symphony of flavors happening in my mouth right now. The salt, the richness of the chocolate, the crunch of the toffee, that little bit of the heat that comes in the back and just smashes you in the face. My advice to you is put perhaps a beautiful little quenelle of lime sorbet that would just finish the whole thing. I just love it. It's a delicious, very sophisticated chocolate cake done in 1 hour. Incredible.
I'm impressed. I get that richness coming from that moist chocolate cake. I get the icing, that chili, that sourness. Everything is in here. This is complex. And I want to say welcome to the competition.
Thank you, Chef. To hear these judges love the cake, it's everything that I've ever wanted.
It's really gratifying to see how far these home cooks have come in a relatively short time.
I definitely think I'm being underestimated in this competition. Winning this mystery box and getting the advantage would show the other competitors that I'm somebody to beat.
The key is which one encapsulated nostalgia and their memories the best, and then elevated it.
This was definitely my best effort, and I hope it's enough.
I must say all three of them taste very good.
I want this win. For me, it's validation that I can win the whole thing.
I think we're all in agreement. Let's go tell them. Only one dish can win this challenge, and we want you to know this was a very close call. In the end, one home cook tipped the scales with a dish that was unapologetically irresistible. And that home cook is... Josh. Yay! Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. It's an amazing feeling. I just won a challenge off of baking, so that's huge for me.
Josh, your advantage is that you are safe and get to cook another day. Now, please head up to the gallery.
Yeah, Josh.
Good job, Joshy. Are you ready to find out what's under your mystery box?
Yes, Chef!
I think you're gonna like what you see. On a count of 3, lift that box.
I'm thinking maybe someone's under there.
1, 2, 3, lift!
Ooh.
Here you have tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, eggplant, and patty pan squash, a mixture of fall fruits and greens. You also have an assortment of cheeses, sausage, and 2 different types of delicious sweet clams.
Your job is to take these ingredients and make an appetizer for a classic Italian restaurant.
I like this. When I go out to eat, I only order appetizers.
And your dishes better be restaurant quality, because the winner of this mystery box challenge is going to see their winning appetizer featured on the menu of Jamie Oliver's restaurant, Jamie's Italian.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
Hands up, home cooks. Who has been influenced by Jamie Oliver? Wow.
I grew up watching Jamie Oliver on TV. It was one of his shows that first got me into cooking.
The most inspiring thing about Jamie Oliver for me is the fact that he wants to actually change the world and change the way we see food.
Are you ready to earn a spot on Jamie Oliver's menu?
Yes, Chef!
Your time starts! Wait. Come on. Don't start yet.
No idea what's going on at this point. This is weird.
We need to be sure that the winning dish is exactly what Jamie Oliver's looking for. Please help us welcome internationally renowned chef,
Oh my God.
Jamie Oliver.
Hey, guys!
Oh my God.
Jamie Oliver. He's right here and he's in front of me.
It's so nerve-wracking that Jamie Oliver is here watching me cook.
Cooking for your idols, pretty terrifying.
I'm not gonna let this opportunity slip between my fingers.
I'm gonna, be ballsy and do pasta.
It is incredibly risky to make a tortellini in 45 minutes. God. But if you play it safe, you may not get noticed.
I always forget it's such a bloody workout.
All right, let's do this.
Most of my cooking skills and techniques come from watching celebrity chefs on TV. I would say to date, this is the most important dish of my life. Jamie Oliver's like massive. He's an idol of mine.
Trevor.
Mr. Oliver, bring it in here,
Very
buddy.
excited to see you, brother. What is going through
So
your
what I'm
head?
gonna do for you today is a roasted fall vegetable medley.
Yeah, like you're thinking.
I mean, to be honest, I base a lot of my cooking after you. I like your approach to very simple but elevated food. I like you shave your cheese from up here and it falls all over the plate.
They all think I'm doing that for style. It's not.
It's
Even
not.
distribution.
There you go, chef.
You crack on. I don't want to stop you.
It was an honor to meet you.
Beautiful. Well,
Thank
it's
you.
going to be an honor to try your food.
That's enough said. I need to win this.
Come on, cook, boys.
Barry.
Chef.
I think me and you are the oldest in the room today.
I think I've got you by a couple of years.
Okay, well, I'm chasing you behind. So, what we got?
I am going to simply braise some clams with this andouille sausage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to serve all of that together with some herb ricotta gnocchi.
Right.
Confit heirloom cherry tomatoes, patty pan squash, and I'm going to work in some rapini, some escarole, and the stinging nettle.
Do you think there might be a few extra bits here? Feel the conviction in a smaller cluster of flavors, okay? That's all I'll say. I'm very excited.
Thank you.
And equally worried. Good luck.
Thank you.
Big time pressure. It's not every day that you get to cook for Jamie Oliver.
20 minutes! You have 20 minutes left. 20 minutes.
So short on time, which seems to be my downfall. I am very much under the gun.
Man alive, why did I do this to myself?
How do you do this every week? This is a lot of stress.
I haven't even stuffed my tortellini yet. I don't think I'm gonna finish. So out of my element right now.
Young Taya.
Hi.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm making a tortellini, so I've got like a ricotta sausage, and then I'm gonna do a peach sauce. But I'm running out of time right now.
You're all right. Remember, those ravs only take a couple of minutes to cook. Only tip I would say is remember when you're doubling this pasta up, it swells in the water.
Right.
So just maybe question thickness of pasta.
Right.
But don't freak out.
Okay.
Don't
Thank
freak
you,
out.
Chef.
Be confident.
I'm gonna try to do a couple thinner ones, take what he said, and hopefully I don't hyperventilate.
Saved it. Doing this show is like new for me. Like I'm properly scared for them.
So, Jamie, you think they're overthinking it and maybe biting off more than they can chew?
I think some of them are definitely making their life more complicated. Young Barry over there had really good principles, but then never stopped talking, and it went on and on and on and on, and you're like, wow.
He's just making it more difficult for himself than he needs to.
We've got Taya making tortellini. In 45 minutes, it's kind of brave. She could absolutely pull that off, although she's quite nervous.
I need to hustle a little.
What about Aaron? What do you think of his dish?
He's gone for real simplicity. Technically, it tells me that he's very clear about what he wants.
Sexy. There's so much at stake here. They want to impress. Schmutz on my plate.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna do that.
1 minute! minute. You have 1 minute left. 1 minute. I want to see beautiful plates.
I need it to be perfect. Why am I shaking?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Woo! Woo!
The first dish we're calling up was made by a home cook who grabbed a lot of ingredients and found an enticing way of bringing them all together. Please bring up your dish. Barry.
Wow.
Good job, Barry.
Jamie Oliver wants to taste my dish. It sounds trite to say that it's awesome, but it's awesome. I've got manila clams raised with andouille sausage and pan crisp greens.
Here we go, bro. You look surprised when we called you out there.
It's my first time being called up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Delicious. Good flavors, good seasoning. I like the char on the greens here. The clams are not overcooked. I think you've done a great job.
Thank you.
But what I would do here is I would try and amplify that natural broth that comes out of the clam. I'd probably go in a bowl and keep it hot and steamy. But I think all round it's celebrating loads of elements there that are delicious. Well done, Barry. Well done.
Thank you.
You cook the clam with respect. It's still tender and moist and deliciously sweet. The andouille sausage starts to come through, so you get that wonderful smokiness to it. It's a dish that is definitely restaurant-worthy.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job, Barry.
I have finally shown the judges the level to which I can cook.
The next home cook we like to call up, deliver a beautiful concept. Not too simple, not too complicated, but just right. Please bring up your dish. Trevor.
Yes. Yes! Win or lose, this is an achievement on its own. This is a dream come true. What you have in front of you today is a warm fall vegetable salad with a roasted garlic lemon aioli, and then some toasted squash seeds and some pecorino cheese.
Let's get in there. Plating's very nice. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a plumber gas fitter, chef.
Your pipe work must be beautiful.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
You know, here's the thing. Vegetables are always secondary in a lot of restaurants. And what you've done here is you've made them numero uno. Seasoning very nice and helped along with that pecorino. Very good dish.
Thank you. Means a lot, chef.
Trevor.
Chef Alvin.
This is beautiful.
Thank you, chef.
This is good food. The techniques you have here, you got grilling, you got some saute, and you did the right things for the right vegetable. That's very intelligent. I would say the seeds, it's a bit hard. Maybe deshell them. Other than that, this dish is perfect for any restaurant, including mine.
Thank you so much, chef.
Good job.
This is wicked. It validates exactly what I came here to prove, and I couldn't be happier.
The last dish we'd like to taste was made by a home cook who took a big risk, and it looks like it paid off big time.
One more person is getting called, and it needs to be me.
Taya.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It feels like I just won the lottery. It better be good.
I did a andouille ricotta stuffed tortellini with white wine peach sauce and warm peach salsa. Oh man, I can't believe you're gonna eat my food right now.
Let's do it.
Woo.
I mean, for me, it looks cute, it looks pretty, but then you eat it, and it's like, pow! Big flavor. You've got the big, smoky flavor of the andouille and the lightness that kind of comes with the ricotta. And then the sauce, I've never had anything like that. I like the introduction of peach. And actually, across Italy, they use peaches in many interesting, savory ways. So, good job, girl. Very impressive.
The
filling is, it's good. The sausage has that heat component, and the peach just cools it right down. But I think the sauce is a little bit heavy. But the dish is very ambitious, and you're showing that you're here to push yourself.
Yeah, Chef, I am.
Great work.
Thank you. I had no idea if these flavors would work, and they did, and Jamie Oliver likes it. Oh, man, that was so good.
They were all really good, and they're actually very different dishes, which is great to see.
I 100% feel like I've got this. This dish would be a great addition to the menu at Jamie's Italian.
I think all three of these could easily become fantastic appetizers on the menu.
I definitely don't see myself as the strongest here, but I'm learning that I might actually be stronger than I think.
There was one of those three that I felt was just a little stronger than the others.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All I want to do right now is win this challenge and get my dish on Jamie Oliver's menu.
So I think we made a decision.
The stakes are huge.
All four of us loved what you served, but one appetizer stood out above all others. Jamie, will you tell him which dish will be appearing on your menu?
I had to choose one that I think people would keep coming back for. And the home cook that made that dish was Taya.
Oh my God! Oh my God! This is crazy. I'm gonna faint. Sorry. I'm a home cook from Vancouver, and now my dish is gonna be on Jamie Oliver's menu. Wow.
Jamie, thank you so much for being here. It's been a privilege to have you here.
My pleasure. You were amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Big love. Take care.
On the count of 3, lift those boxes. 1, 2, 3, lift!
Oh. Yes. Finally. I love bacon.
In front of you is all-purpose flour, sugar, farm-fresh eggs, and Baysell margarine. All the basic ingredients you'll need to create a delicious baked dessert.
You'll also see a heart-shaped baking tin, because baking is all about love. To help you tap into that love, we provided you with a little piece of inspiration. Please turn over your heart-shaped baking tins.
Oh my goodness. I see my sister. She's back in Nigeria. I love my sister so much.
I see the loves of my life. I am in this competition for my papa. And my 2 brothers, they're my life.
Jeremy, who's in that picture?
My 2 beautiful nieces, Sophia and Gianna. I'm living with my sister right now since I lost everything in the fire. So I always see my nieces. It's really hard to be away from them for so long. Without my sister's family taking me in after the fire, I would be homeless. So I'm forever grateful to them with all my heart.
Tonight, we want the people in those pictures to inspire MasterChef quality baking.
We will taste the 3 most tempting desserts, and the home cook who makes the best one will earn a sweet advantage in the upcoming elimination round.
And if that's not motivation enough, the home cook who wins the mystery box will have their winning recipe featured in a Baysell margarine advertising campaign.
I'm gonna cook with a ton of heart. My parents mean everything to me. They're my biggest supporters, so I'm not gonna let them down.
It's a kind of a big deal, and I'm putting some things on hold in terms of medicine, and I was kind of not expecting them to support me as much as they would, but they're so awesome that they just did. My father absolutely loves key lime pie, so I'm gonna reinvent the key lime pie and make it into a cake.
My dad loves green tea, and my mom loves chestnut cream. So I'm gonna mix the 2 together and make a matcha roll cake. It's decorated at the batter level, and I don't think the judges have ever seen anything like it. What I'm about to do is practically impossible in an hour. I'm not sure I can do it, but that's what my dad taught me to do. Shoot for the stars, try your hardest, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna play it safe. The judges have accused me of not cooking from the heart on numerous occasions, and I'm gonna prove them wrong.
I'm finally baking.
Terry,
Hi, Chef.
Look at that smile.
I know. I love baking, and it's great to have a baking challenge.
So tell me, how much inspiration are you getting right now from your sister?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of inspiration from my sister. She's also an amazing baker, and we bake a lot. And we baked these cheesecakes together before.
Cheesecake?
So, yeah, I'm making cheesecake 3 ways.
3 cheesecakes?
I am doing 3 cheesecakes.
In 60 minutes?
In 60 minutes, because I believe I have something to prove.
All right, I'm excited.
Thank you, Chef.
Woo! I need to get this in the blast chiller immediately. I can't put the chestnut cream onto a hot cake.
Go. Thank you. I need to wait. I need to wait. I need to wait. Close it. Close it. Ah! Oh my God. Oh, the fuzz.
I've lost my cake.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster.
God.
Oh my God. What is that?
I feel defeated. There's nothing that I can do to fix this.
That has got to be heartbreaking.
Michelle is still flustered, but I know she can salvage what's left of her cake.
I'll get you ring molds. Oh, here we go.
Oh, shoot. Veronica suggests to me to make a smaller cake. It won't be as elegant and as pretty, but it's my only choice.
That's okay. That's okay.
I can't give up now. I want my kids to see how much of a fighter their mother is.
We still do it. It's cold. I got it. One of the most difficult Japanese desserts, and I executed it in an hour. April, you doing good? Oh, wow, that looks amazing. It's no Japanese roll cake.
I am super proud. I know my family would be super proud. I'm just hoping all the flavors are there.
It's a Japanese matcha roll cake with the chestnut cream in the center.
It is impressive.
Thank you, Chef.
I don't even know how to do these patterns myself, I'll be honest. I don't know how you pulled that off. It's extraordinary.
Thank you, Chef.
There's a perfect balance between the chestnut cream and the green tea, and that white chocolate crunch. Outstanding.
Thank you, Chef.
Extremely light, and the sponge is incredibly moist. Did you do anything to the sponge to make it so moist?
No, I just have a good recipe, and the basil helped out.
Extraordinary presentation, technique. I can't find anything to fault on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
My dad would be ecstatic to see me now. He would be so proud.
So I've got 3 different types of cheesecakes on the dish. I've got a raspberry cheesecake, a lemon cheesecake, and a milk chocolate cheesecake.
The presentation to me is absolutely beautiful. Between the simple piping, the tuxedo-dressed dipped strawberries, the feather work on top of the chocolate, a lot of different technique.
Yes, Chef. I put all I had into this cheesecake.
It all comes down to taste, though, Terry.
Yes, Chef, it does.
Terry, it has got that rich, creamy, but ever so ultra smooth filling. That crisp lemon just cleans it up nicely as you chew through it. And then you've got that wonderful, crisp base to it.
Thank you, Chef.
Your sister would be very proud.
That's nice.
Thank you, Chef.
It's light, the crust is perfect, nice and crunchy. You got the nice ratio of crust and cream cheese. And of course, it looks good. Well done.
Thank you, Chef. I feel on top of the world.
It was clear that you were all inspired by your loved ones tonight, and you've made it extremely hard for us to choose a winner.
The home cook who created the most innovative and delicious dessert was Veronica.
I know how difficult executing this cake was. This is the best dish I've made since I came to MasterChef Canada.
For winning tonight's Mystery Box Challenge, your Japanese matcha roll recipe will be featured in a basil margarine ad campaign.
Yes. Good job, girl.